Helen Yee here in San Diego, being joined by the one and only, the talented fighter and basketball player, Mr. Belal Muhammad. Always great to see you, and especially here by the water.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here today, and been here the last 3 days. Everybody's like, San Diego has the best weather ever, and I didn't believe him. Now I'm out here. I'm like, bro, I need to go outside every single day. I'm going on 3-mile walks, and I don't like to walk at all. And I'm just like bored, so I'm like, it's so nice outside here.
Yeah, because the other day you were bragging about how nice Chicago is, though, right?
Honestly, it's one of those where there's a lot more things to do in Chicago. Like over here, the weather's way better, the people are nicer, but Chicago, like, you could always figure out something new to do. If you're visiting, it's beautiful. But like, that's why I was sitting in the hotel room, like, man, it's so boring here, man. It's like, I miss Chicago, and I thought I'd never say that.
But you didn't bring a basketball, because we all saw, and I know all the fans saw what you and DC did, right, on the court?
You know, DC's out here. He tried to plagiarize and, do a lot of editing to make it seem like his team dominated us. But the fans know what it is. The real players, the people that were there, you were there. Yeah. You saw your boy got some balling. So it was always fun. It was cool to play with those guys. And I think we can make it something bigger, man. If we get a lot more fighters coming through, I think it could be a yearly thing.
Yeah, and the Schmo behind the camera, he was pretty good too, right?
Yeah, people were hating on it. I was like, bro, Schmo can hoop. When you had that in you, it's competitiveness. I think it comes from being from Chicago. All of us have that in us where we don't want to lose no matter what.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you're here to support your good friend, Gerald Meerschaert. So how's he looking? They just weighed in this morning.
Good. He's feeling good, looking good. Wasn't a hard weight cut. It was an easy weight cut. He did his full camp at Sanford MMA, so it was cool to see him finally, branch out to other gyms and train with guys like that, teams like that, who has probably like 30 UFC fighters, when his last probably like 10 fights were at Rufus Sport with a lot smaller guys. A lot of time he's doing the teaching. So now this time it was just more concentrated on him, and you could just tell that he's in a better place.
And I know all the fans can't wait for the fight tomorrow, but also in October, your fight against Sean Brady. I interviewed him not too long ago, and he told me he feels he's the best grappler in the welterweight division. So how would you rank his grappling skills from what you've seen so far?
I don't think he's the best grappler in the division. Like I said, I'm training with Gerald Meerschaert, who has the most submissions in middleweight history, and I fought Damian Maia, who was one of the best grapplers to ever do it. So I just feel like he's just a whiter version and a worse version of Damian Maia. So I don't think that it's anything I haven't seen before. I think it's going to be the same thing, and I'm going to get my hand raised at the end.
And I know you're looking to make quite a statement there in Abu Dhabi. So ideally for you, how do you see it playing out?
Honestly, I see me going in there motivated. Getting that fan energy is going to be amazing. Last time I was there, I got the finish and I got the bonus, so I just want to keep that track record going. And
in Fight Island, riding jet skis after to celebrate, maybe?
Yeah, for sure. Last time I was there, it was amazing. It was so cool to how the atmosphere was. We were literally just like walking on the street, and people were like stopping their cars to say what's up to me, and that was like 5 years ago. So now it'd just be a whole different thing. It'd be a lot cooler. And there goes GM3 over there, just going for a little stroll.
Hey, what's up? Cool glasses, huh?
Yeah, we went for a walk, he's like, yeah, I like to go on 3-mile walks. And I was like, all right. And then he put those shades on. I was like, what the hell those are like triathlon glasses. You put those on for a walk?
Yeah. True, he's getting very serious. But speaking of very serious, the welterweight title picture, obviously. So with the win over an undefeated Sean Brady, where do you think that takes you?
Honestly, I don't think there's anybody in the welterweight division right now who has the same resume as me. I think I had the best resume out there. I fought last year. I had 4 fights. 3 of those guys were top 5 guys. And now that Jeff Neal's in the top 10, I fought another top 10 guy in the welterweight division. So I'm fighting these ranked guys. A lot of these guys aren't fighting him. Chimaev's only ranked win is Gilbert Burns. Now he's fighting Nate Diaz, who's a lightweight. So when they're saying that he deserves a title shot next, it really doesn't make any sense when you have a guy like me who's on the second longest streak in the division to Kamaru Usman, and I'm fighting ranked guys. I'm beating ranked guys and beating guys that are winning. Like when I beat Luque, he was on a 5-fight winning streak, and he was the guy that weighed in for the alternate for the title shot. So they're trying to hold me down, but all I got to do is just keep winning, keep pushing, and they can't deny me.
Well, you just brought up Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. I saw you offer to help train Nate, not too long ago. Did he ever reach out or respond to you?
No, he never hit me back. I don't know. Nate, I'm in California. Now I'm a lot closer. Just come scoop me up. I'll take a long drive with you, man. But, for me, I want Nate to ruin the plans. There's obviously, you know what it is. The UFC wants to see Chimaev. He's the bigger name, one of the biggest names in the UFC right now. So they want that Kamaru against him fight, I feel like. So I feel like if Nate goes in there and he gets dominated like a lot of people are thinking, then they're going to give it to Chimaev. But Nate goes in there, puts on a fight, he has a chance to win. You know, Nate Diaz, those guys are tough. Those guys are gangsters. If Chimaev goes out there trying to rush early, gasses himself out in the third, fourth, and fifth round, I think Nate could end up showing something different.
Well, what do you think is the key to victory for Nate to pull this upset off?
I mean, Nate doesn't do well against grapplers, strong grapplers. So I think it's one of those where he needs to go out there and get to Chimaev's ego, start slapping him a little bit, let him get angry, let him want to box with you, let him want to strike with you. You don't want to be on the ground. Obviously, Nate and them are black belts, but Chimaev's a lot bigger, a lot stronger. And Chimaev's basically should be a middleweight, Nate should be a lightweight. So on the ground, I think it's all Chimaev. But on the feet, them guys are tough, the high volume pace, and then he's good at going to the body. So I think he just needs to really get into Chimaev's ego and bring that out of him. Because you saw in the Gilbert Burns fight where Chimaev will let the ego take over and all right, you want to bang, let's bang. And his coach is yelling at him in the corner like, that's not the game plan, that's not the game plan. Every fighter has that in him where it's like, oh, well, you want to bang, let's bang, let's go for it. So I think he just needs to get that out of Chimaev.
Well, you are a very great analyst as well. In that main event, UFC 280, Islam versus Charles. So Khabib has said that Islam will be looking to finish Charles early. Do you see it playing out that way?
Honestly, I could see it playing out that way. I've trained with them. I see what those guys do. I see how good Islam is on the ground. Like it's another level than a lot of these guys think. And it's, you know, there's jiu-jitsu, then there is Dagestan jiu-jitsu. It's like a lot tougher, a lot stronger. And I feel like a lot of the guys that Charles has fought recently, they all wanted to strike with him. They all wanted to bang with him. And a lot of them didn't want to go to the ground with him. As you saw with Gaethje, who dropped him and didn't want to go in his guard. Islam's going to be wanting to take you down. Islam's going to want to get on top of you, ground upon you, stay on top, not be afraid to go to the ground with you. And the last guy who did that was Paul Felder, who wasn't afraid to go to the ground with him, and he finished him on top with elbows. And I think the ground and pound that Islam brings, the submission game that he brings, I think it's going to be a long night for Charles.
Well, you say you've trained with them, and it's different, right? So can you kind of describe to the fans like what it's been like and what makes it different? Because I've even talked to Coach Javier Mendez before, and he's talked about how special Islam is. So what is it like in there?
Honestly, for them, there's no like secret tricks or anything. It's just basically hard work. It's not like any fun rolls. There's not like fun rounds where it's like, oh, let's play or anything like that. Like none of them want to lose a round. They don't want to lose a minute in the round. So like there's just like a different mentality to them guys when you're training with them. Because for me, I'm a guy that's like nonchalant. It's like, hey, we're training partners. Let's have a little bit of fun. No, they don't have fun. It's like after practice, all right, you guys could joke around, but during practice, it's a serious mode. Like you could just tell when Khabib walks in, the respect that those guys give him. They're like, there's no joking around. If they were talking, they stop talking. They go straight into the warm up. They go straight into everything. It's just a different level of discipline, I think, than a lot of these MMA gyms are used to.
And for all the fans who can't wait to see more of you, and of course in Abu Dhabi, October 22nd, what would you like to let them know?
Just keep following me, following my journey. All the ones that have been with me since the beginning. We're this close. We're right there. We're about to reach the top right now, so stick with us.